Thank you as always to those of you who are supporting the channel on Patreon, including the big patrons of the month, the Nerd Therapist, and Jack the Loudred. Thank you. Hey Pokemon Masters, Toby here, and where is here right now? It is the Nintendo offices where I've been invited to come and have a look and even play what appeared of Pokemon Sword and Shield at E3. Now, I'm here kind of filming ad hoc. I've got not all my best equipment and stuff, so you're going to have to bear with me. The footage has to be over my shoulder, and I'm only allowed to show you 3 minutes of the game. And on reviewing the footage, I decided the best bit to show you would be the gym battle that I did. So without further ado, enjoy my battle against Nessa. So as I was saying, the audio situation earlier today was a little bit dire, as was the filming situation. You can hear audio of other players and that kind of thing, and I will allow for you, of course, to hear the sound effects of what's going on. Of course, this is me doing my gym battle against Nessa, and I skipped the Goldeen, because no one wants to see Goldeen. What you want to see is Wooloo, which, wow, Wooloo is adorable. Nessa sends out her Dreadnought, and the first thing I can say is that this is more challenging than I expected. I initially sent out Grookey to take on her Goldeen and actually had some difficulty, and that's very positive, given that it's a Grass type versus a Water type. Nessa goes for the Dynamax, and, I mean, first of all, it looks amazing. The whole Dynamax sequence is very, very cool, and I was surprised in the way that it actually challenged me while I was in the game. For example, didn't really get a chance to use Wooloo. Poor little thing was knocked out in a single hit from Dynamax Dreadnought. Yamper also out in a single hit. This is an electric Pokemon. This is exactly what I thought you're supposed to switch into. And no, it didn't even survive it long enough to make its move, the poor little boy. So I go full in on the Grookey, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to Dynamax the Grookey. And I'm like, well, hang on. Surely I'm just going to be as overpowered as she's been for the last 3 turns. Because, of course, Dynamaxing only lasts 2 turns. Just me posing for a thumbnail kind of awkwardly. And what I found is that, no, like, Grookey was taking still pretty severe damage from Dreadnought. And this is a situation where I've got a level 50 Sobble, Scorbunny, Grookey on my team. I have the entire Elemental roster. And I'm still having trouble. And I think playing around Dynamax is going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, enjoy the ending of the battle. But, as I'm about to point out, this is why we choose Grookey, the best one. More thoughts coming up right after. Rightio then, Pokemon Master. So, all of that happened earlier today. Nintendo, yes, they very kindly invited me up to play not just Pokemon Sword and Shield, some of the other E3 games. I played Link's Awakening, which was phenomenal. I also got to play a little bit of Luigi's Mansion. I really enjoyed that, and I recommend those two very, very solidly. But Pokemon Sword and Shield was obviously the main reason for me going, so I could get a little hands-on. And I decided to show you the gym battle. One, I was told we were only allowed to show 3 minutes worth of footage. However, I am working on maybe we get a little bit longer soon. And then hopefully I can just show you everything. But number 2, I wanted to focus on the gym battle specifically. 1, because it's the most hype-up bit of the whole thing. But also because there should be a little bit of an air of mystery. For example, if the gym puzzle that I did is the gym puzzle that will be in the game, I don't want you to know how to finish it. You got to discover that yourself. Plus, I'm sure one of the other people that went or have played the E3 demo might also have had that opportunity to kind of upload it as well. I just wanted to focus on the gym battle. Gym battles are important because I think one of the things that's always a point of discussion in the Pokemon world is difficulty. And when it comes to a gym battle, that should always be difficult, right? A boss battle should be difficult. And Dreadnought was tough. I was surprised in the demo. The first trainer in the demo that you come across has a Vulpix and you have a Sobble at the front of your team and you're like, great, I'm just going to use Water Gun and wipe this thing out in 1 turn. And that's not what happened. Instead, what happened is Sobin did a decent amount of damage, but then I got a burn from Vulpix from it attacking me, and then I had to attack it again, and that crippled my Sobin for the rest of the gym. There is a character who will heal up your Pokemon in the gym. You don't have to do that if you want a little bit more of a challenge. But on top of that, Dynamax Dreadnought was actually quite scary. I just assumed I'm up against a water Pokemon, cool, I'll send out Yamper, right? I'll use one of those electric attacks and its cute little face to destroy Dreadnought. No, Dreadnought wiped it out with a water-type move in one hit. A single hit, just Yamper's gone. Didn't even get a chance to use it, really. Wooloo was much the same. I had no hope of keeping it in or doing anything good with it, and Grookey was just, it happened to come out on the third turn, which is when their Dynamaxing stops. And when my Dynamaxing began, and given that you can only Dynamax once a battle, and it's for 3 turns, I think that adds a level of, like, you're going to have to play around Dynamax Pokemon differently. It's not just an HP boost. As far as I know, it seems to be, like, something else. I also found some other things interesting. In the gym that I played, there are 2 Lass characters, and they both seem to have different animations after you beat them. One of them is very much like, ugh, can't believe you beat me, while the other is very sad and kind of trembling. And I liked the way that they animated these characters and kind of brought them into the real world. Difficulty-wise, I'm not worried about these games in the same way that I was worried about Let's Go, because the battling system seems clean, and the difficulty of a boss battle is clearly present. And I say clearly present because, like I say, on my team I had Grookey, a grass type, Scorbunny, a fire type, Sobin, a water type, the flying and steel type Corviknight, I had a Wooloo, and I had a Yamper, an electric type. I had a team that was ready to take on any opponent based on the types. And I did the usual thing you do in Pokemon. Cool, they've got a water type, I'll send out a grass type or an electric type. And I kept on getting trampled, or at least damaged. I imagine some of the other elements, the later boss battles of the game, that kind of thing, are going to be quite hard. And actually, the gym puzzle itself is quite hard. I just didn't want to waste any of my 3 minutes showing that to you. All in all, first impressions, Grookey is still amazing and absolutely the way to go. Wooloo is adorable, and I can't wait to use it. I would like to have seen a demo that was maybe more focused on the wilds, the new areas. You know, we're familiar with Pokemon gyms, we know how they work, but getting to play this, it is the cleanest, or as clean as any, you know, Heart Gold, Soul Silver gym or Platinum gym. It wasn't just something super easy that I just floated through. It was something that I had to think about, and I appreciated that. I really liking the character design. I'm really liking the art style. And yeah, just so far, I'm a happy man. Thank you to Nintendo. Oh, by the way, I wasn't paid to do this. I wish I got paid. There are just people on the internet that I know think that that might be a thing. No, I just got to play the game early, and I obviously find that really, really exciting and interesting. In the lead up to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Nintendo did something similar where they said, hey, you can come up, and it was slightly different. It was like a closed room experience where I got to actually record my footage, like, directly. This is more like the E3 booths, and it's just like, okay, cool, you couldn't make it out to E3, we're bringing the booth to you. But anyway, and I've been pretty honest, I feel, about, like, any kind of angst and worries that I had about Let's Go. You know, I don't think I've been particularly silent about my feelings towards Trace as a character or towards the Pokeball Mew. I've talked about that in the past. There have been a number of things that when I'm feeling concerned, you know, I talk about. And I think difficulty was a big thing of concern for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Now, as far as these games go, everything I've seen in the trailers, everything I've played in the demo today, I mean, the Rival, I've talked about the Rival. Did a whole video about Hop and my feelings, and I'm still not sure. I think I love this character. Actually, that's something I will say is I think the character is very expressional. I mean, looking at Nessa's just like seems to be very well defined and cool and creative character. Milo as well, who I think is Milo a Ditto that just has a human body? I'm very confused about Milo's face. And as for those worries about difficulty, I just don't have that. Having now played this demo, having now done the gym, you know, okay, was I able to beat it? Of course I was. It's a demo, it's designed to be beaten, I've been playing Pokemon all my life, and it's one of the early gyms of the game, so yes, I managed to beat it. But it's the way that the game throws the other challenges at you. I think Dynamax in particular is going to be something we're all really, really going to be enjoying. But if not, more so than anything, the big takeaway from this is that the Pokemon, they look good. They look good on screen. Grookey looks amazing. I mean, all of the starters, I even felt a little bit more like, okay, Scorbunny isn't that bad. Once you see them on screen and they're in your Pokeballs, they're very, very cool. And again, this is an early version, so things might change down the line. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty impressed. Which Pokemon are you going to have on your team? And let me know what you thought about the gameplay that you saw, of course, in the comments. Oh, also, if it wasn't obvious by the impromptu filming and the whole thing, this is a bonus video. There'll be a new video up tomorrow that'll be the top 10 deadliest Dynamaxed Pokemon. I'm talking Regice, I'm talking... Do you know what? I'll save it for the video. So hi, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master.